Cowboys Nation, what's going on? Cowboys fan here, and as most of you probably know and woke up to, huge news in the football world. Brandin Cooks from the Houston Texans getting traded to your Dallas Cowboys.
So the 5th and the 6th round pick, they felt like that was enough based on the speed that he provides opposite CeeDee Lamb.
I just did the impossible, and I watched 3 full all 22 games of the Houston Texans from the 2022 season. And let me say, it was awful. It was hard to watch. Their quarterback play, offensive line play was very subpar, and I do think that could have affected Brandin Cooks' 2022 stats, which his stats from last season were 57 receptions, 699 yards, 3 touchdowns with a 12.3 average. You can't forget the guy has 6 1,000 yards seasons, and well, let's check out some tape. He still has that speed. He can still burn by CBs. He has big playability. He's not the biggest wide receiver out there at only 5'10" and 183 pounds. He seems to kind of fit that West Coast offensive type wide receiver who can move around to all parts of the field. He might fit this mold perfectly in the Mike McCarthy West Coast offense. He had a few drops in the games that I watched that looked more like concentration errors than ability errors. I found the biggest part was a lot of the time he seems to be open, but his offensive line could not buy his quarterback the time, or his quarterback was making the wrong play, either scrambling or throwing it away. Getting this guy for a 5th round pick in 2023 and a 6th round pick in 2024, and having the Houston Texans also cover some of his salary is huge. I really wanted Cooks last year going into the trade deadline. His guaranteed salary was a little bit of a roadblock, but it seems like the Cowboys and the Houston Texans have been able to fight past that. But as you can see in these videos here, in these clips from these 3 games, he has some speed. He's definitely going to complement CeeDee Lamb. And this doesn't, who's to say that we still don't take a big-bodied tight end or a big-body wide receiver in the draft?